Yep. So here's the racing in car, and I don't know what to fucking say about my shit going on right now, but there's the car, and right now all the tires are wet flat because that's what they do. Flat. I need to get this thing up on jack stands, get the weight off the springs, and then get it slid over here, because I don't need to do anything with it. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but, you know, well, fuck it. And then I'm going to take off the door panel, because I need to change the clutch master cylinder. It just leaks all the fucking fluid right out on the floor. So I got a new one of those. I'm going to pull the door panel off and get to changing that, I guess, after I jack this motherfucker up. I got her up in the air. Come on. And I am drilling out the rivets I put on for the sheet metal, because I got to take off this panel here in order to get to, I don't know if you can see it, 1, 2, the third one, way back under that bar is the clutch master cylinder. Way easier to just take this off and reach in and get to it. So I'm just drilled these rivets. I'll pull off this panel, get to it. Come on. Why is that one so fucking stuck on there? Here, grab that. Alright. See that? Now we can get to it.
There's lots of slippery stuff on this.
Yeah, that's the plate I welded there, so that we could rivet the panels to it instead of weld it straight to this bar, which was fucking retarded. So I can take off panels like I need to. But that is the clutch master cylinder. You can't see it. You know. I'll show it to you in a minute. Alright. So I got the door off here, which I'm thinking next time I put this door on, I might actually like bolt it on, because this door is going to have to come off here all the fucking time, right? So that I can get to everything under the dash, I can get to fucking everything I need to get to. This door is going to have to come off all the time. I might rivet every other body panel on, right? Because I don't really need those off that often, but this fucking door specifically, I might need to take it on and off all the fucking time. So anyway, this right here is the fucking clutch master cylinder that is leaking like a son of a bitch all over the floor. I don't know if you can see it, but that floor is wet as a motherfucker with brake fluid. So, and it leaks, and like you try to put pressure on it, and it just fucking squirts out fluid all over the place. But I got a new one. I'm gonna try and put it in. The problem is this fucking hose back here, this line, is literally pressed against the firewall. I don't know how the fuck that's gonna work. Or if, like, you know, the fucking, like for instance, If I blow a tire, that thing's gonna slap that firewall, and I'll have no clutch. So I don't know what the fuck to do about that. But I don't know. I'll show you when I get it figured out, I guess. I may just fucking leave it. I don't fucking care. I don't know if I can get it in here. See that orange little double lever? That's the throttle. You put your toe underneath this one and then on top of that one. So, and the whole point is if the throttle sticks, see the throttle is a solid, see that purple rod up there? It's not a cable. It's not a cable or anything. It's a solid steel rod to the carburetor, right? And so you press the throttle on the bottom one, and if the throttle happens to stick wide open or something, then this top one gives you a way to pull up with your toe and unstick the throttle and force the throttle to close back up so that you don't floor yourself into a wall, right? That's the whole idea. So your foot goes right in here. Your foot goes right in here. So you throttle it, and then if it sticks, you push up on that with your toe, and you don't get your throttle stuck wide open. So then, my problem was my throttle pedal was way down next to the firewall down there, and then my my brake and clutch pedal were way the fuck up here. I mean, way up here. Where like I had to have my knees into my chin in order to press the brakes, right? So I had to do some fabrication up here, and I had to weld some shit. You know what I mean? And then I had to weld some other shit back here, and I had to build a bracket to where it's where I can move these pedals back. Right? They were way up here. I mean, they were see my hand? These things were mounted way up here, and it was fucking terrible, right? So I moved these things back. I moved this plate back, and I put in this little brace here so that it won't just fold backwards, you know, and so it's a little strong. All right, well, so I got the old one off. Right? That's the old leaky piece of shit. And I got off the pedal here. Right? Pedal's good to go. Shit's good to go. But the problem is the old one. See? That is a 7/16 fitting. That is a 7/16 fitting. This here, that's a 3/8 fitting. Right, exactly. Yeah. So I bought trash. All right, cool, awesome. Buy the 7/16 one, and this will sit until I get that in. Yeah. I think I'm done for tonight, though. I mean, I could start wiring the ignition box over there that was chewed by mice. But fuck, man, I just feel like I need to go inside and, God, I need to order shit. That's my steering quickener, by the way. See see how it's not quite in line right there? It's because there's a small gear in there. For every one turn that I turn the wheel, it turns the back end of this 1.5 times. So I don't have to crank on the wheel quite as much. So the wheels just spin like crazy on the outside, and I only have to turn the wheel like one time in here. And it also keeps, if you get into a wreck and it shoves that fucking steering rod straight up into your fucking face, it also changes the angle and puts a couple joints in here so that will fold instead of jam that rod straight through your fucking forehead. That's a good safety feature too, on top of it being cool steering. You know what I mean. Yeah, we gotta go pick up the Wyatt. Sit your butt. Good boy.